Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vaibhav Srivastava and I am a legal intern at Lexis & Company. Today, we will be dealing with the topic of UP Land Revenue Code 2006 ejectment. Ejectment is covered from section 130 to section 137. Section 135 of the code has already been repealed. So, what is the literal meaning of ejectment? Ejectment means to take away, evict or separate. Section 30 of the code speaks about Bhumidhar not to be ejected. So, basically, Bhumidhar are of two types, Bhumidhar with transferable rights and Bhumidhar with non-transferable rights. So, Bhumidhar with the non-transferable rights can be ejected as per the provision made under this code. But Bhumidhar with transferable right cannot be ejected. So, generally, Bhumidhar with transferable rights can be ejected if they have due in their area of land revenue. If there is a due in the area of land revenue, then the property is being attached and the disposition is being performed. Secondly, Bhumidhar with non-transferable rights, land given by the local authority by any reason has to be taken back. Okay, so there is a point to note down that Assami will not be included. This will not be applicable to the Assami. So, we will go to the further section. Section 131. Section 131 of the code speaks about suit for ejectment, etc. against Assami. So basically, Assami receive land generally by two ways. The first way is Bhumidhar and disabled category Bhumidhar, that is covered under section 95. Okay, they give Assami land for the lease of 3 years. Secondly, we see Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha and Bhumi Prabandhak Committee. They give lease to Assami. So there are two ways by which Assami receives land. First, Bhumidhar and disabled category Bhumidhar under section 95. Secondly, Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha and Bhumi Prabandhak Committee. So, who can bring suit against Assami? Because the real owners are these two. So the question arises, like, who can bring suits against this Assami? Against Assami. So the true owner of the land is in first case it's Bhumidhar. Secondly, we see it's local authority. So these two can bring suits against Assami. If we move further, we see section also lays down the grounds to bring suits. So grounds for ejection, we can simply call it grounds for ejection. So if we see the first point, we see it that grounds for ejection includes extinguishment of interest. Like, I release my interest, I have no interest in the land. That is, after lease period is over, however, the suit shall be brought within the limitation period. Extinguishment of interest, that means the Assami got their land or the person got their land is for certain period of lease, and when the lease is over, their interest is also extinguished. So second, if we move on to the further grounds of the ejectment, we find that during end or last year of lease. During end or last year of lease. That is, if the lease is of 3 years, then ejectment at the end. And if the lease is of first year, then before it, that is the last year. Now the points for the ground for ejection, the third point is land used in contravention of section 84. So what is section 84? Basically, section 84 talks about Assami if they get land and agriculture purposes used. Like, Assami can use the land for agricultural purposes. Section 84 talks about that. So what is the ground for ejectment here? Land used in contravention of section 84. If Assami use land other than of agriculture purpose. As in section 84, it is prescribed that Assami is given land for the agriculture purpose only. So if the Assami use land for other than the agri purpose, even for Tongya plantation, then a suit can be brought to the Assami by the owner. Okay. So the fourth point, like for the grounds of ejection, the fourth point is landholder disability ends. Like if Bhumidhar is disabled, then he can allot the land to the Assami. We have discussed this condition in section 131, that Assami receives land generally by the two ways. So if the landholder disability ends, Bhumidhar disability has been end under, which is being disabled under section 95, and has leased his land to Assami or certain person. Then if the disability ends, then the suit can be brought for the ejectment, because he is no longer disabled. He can use his or her land accordingly. Now the fifth point is arrear of rent not paid within 30 days of due. That is, if rent is due for more than 30 days, then the suit of ejectment can be brought. And the sixth one is Assami may transfer of land in contravention of code. Okay, Assami transfers the land in the contravention of code, like he has no authority to transfer the land. If he goes, or if he misfollowed any provision of the code, then ejectment suit can be brought. There is 2 points to be noted down. First, no notice necessary for suit to lessee. That is, lessee, no notice shall be served to the lessee. It is not mandatory. Okay. Secondly, suit may be for ejectment and arrear of rent or anyone. Okay. It can be for both or for anyone. Can be made by real owner of the land. It can be made only by the real owner of the land, as we discussed in section 131. Thank you for watching the video. Please check the part 2 for further section of ejectment. Please do like and share this video, and please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Please do comment your valuable feedback in the comment box below, as well as any question, any query related to ejectment. Thank you.